All right, Shalom. Giving our praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakav. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 rest of the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the priest is on, one from GMS Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. Yep, another MOTB update. Another biometric update, which soon the mark of the beast will be implemented in the earth. And GMS was always right concerning the prophecy in Revelation 13:16 as a warning to Israel to not take it. All right, once they introduce the micro C-hip, the implant, whether it's in your forehead, for example, you got the Neuralink, whether it's in your hand, right or left hand, whether it's in your hand, such as the positive ID or the dangerous things implant. Once that's introduced, then the prophecy of the MOTB will be fully manifested. Once they make it mandatory, then that's when the end of the world of Esau, Edom, will soon come to an end. So, as usual, as always with technology, things are always moving quick. And this is another step closer to that prophecy being fulfilled. So it says, NIME integrates fingerprint cards, sensor, and latest multi-biometric wearable, right? And then you can see here, you have them using their wrist, which your wrist is attached to your hands. As an access, right? This is the latest biometric wearable released by NIME, features a fingerprint sensor from fingerprint cards for quick and reliable user authentication, according to a company announcement. So this isn't the MOTB, but this is the next step to it. Once biometrics is in place at these different institutions and grocery stores and department stores and other places around the country, around the world, then they can introduce the implant. It says, like its predecessors, the Band 4 is designed to provide secure, passwordless, and continuous authentication for people in high security and compliance-driven work environments, including clean rooms and pharmaceuticals and industrial facilities. Workers can authenticate once with their fingerprint biometrics, after which the NIME Band 4's ECG or heartbeat biometrics maintain the user authentication to enable access to enterprise applications, shared workstations, networks, and secured areas with the contactless tap. Right? That's the new thing. Tap everything, right? So that's the future. So that's the future, what's to come in the world. And soon all that technology will be in your hand. And that's just the fact of the matter, man. I mean, you can listen to IUIC and ISUPK and these other groups if you want to, outside of GMS, that teach something other than the biometric implant, micro C-hip being the MOTB, the mark of the beast. You can listen to them, but it's just going to lead to your destruction. Okay? Now, years ago, because it was just speaking about workers and different work environments, they could use this wearable biometric wearable watch band or whatever was it 2017, and you'll never see, you know, Bishop Nathaniel, go into that. Not that I've seen. I've never seen. I don't know if he has. It was some years ago, 2017. You had this company here in the U.S., Foursquare Market. They had a chipping party for their employees, and they were using the implant in their hands, to buy and sell. They put the implant in their hand, and then they used their right hand, to purchase from the work kiosk station, the food kiosk, at the company office. Right? So there you go, buy and sell with your hand. The charagma, which is something physical, which when you read the prophecy in Revelation 13 and 16, the word for mark is the Greek word charagma, which Bishop Nathaniel knows about. It's something physical that you have to cut into the flesh and insert. And that's what they did. They inserted the implant underneath the right hand, under the skin, inside in the right hand, and they purchased their items. They bought their items, right? Buy and sell. So, this is that's the main point, with this one here. It's just a matter of time. And they were using it at their job, to get, instead of using the badge, right? Nowadays you got badges with your, your face and your name, and then you can badge into the office at the scanner, right? Maybe get past security, you tap your badge. I mean, they could just use their hands and they could get access, and it'll show all their credentials. Okay? So this is definitely the next step to the MOTB. Okay? And Bishop Nathaniel and General Yohanan and these other false prophets, they're all going to scramble when these prophecies come to pass, when this particular prophecy comes to pass, and it's mandatory. And the congregation, some of them, I believe, are going to wake up, but a lot of them are going to be deceived to take it because they listen to these guys. All right? Now, the next thing here, let's see. Right? It says digital ID passkeys are transforming Australian government services. Right? So now going to be attached to the MOTB, the implant, the biometrics. These governments are introducing digital IDs around the world for their citizens to get access to their services. It says tax office to use digital ID verification while MyGov racks up passkey registrations. Okay? Tax has gone digital in Australia, where businesses now need to use the Australian government digital ID system to verify their identity on accessing online services, including the Australian taxation offices. Everything is going digital, leading to the MOTB, right? According to reporting from 7 News Australia, the change will affect anyone trying to use online services for business, right? Buy and sell. This is first the infrastructure has to be set up for all of these different applications. Then they give you the implant. It says the relationship authorization manager, access manager, and the Australian Business Register. The government's MyID is currently the only digital identifier available to log into ATO services. The government has been on a steady track of digital transformation across portfolios. Passkeys have played a significant role. So this is really all I need to read, man. I mean, if you can't see what's happening, if you're not in the understanding, right, of what's going on, then the Lord, Yahweh Bashar Shai, has just blinded you from the truth. And you're going to be destroyed. But for those that, hey, for you IUIC window shoppers out there, pay attention. All of this is happening right before our eyes, under our noses, in front of us, and behind the scenes. Okay? Everything is going digital, and that's going to be the key to the fulfillment of Revelation 13:16. Don't listen to Nate. Don't listen to General Yohana. Don't listen to Priest Sabak of the HOI. They all teach that the MOTB, mark of the beast, is sin, or sleeping with a white woman, or John 3:16, and it's what you think in your mind and your action. No, it's something physical. It's an actual device, biometric device that will be inserted physically under the skin by cutting the flesh, engraving under the flesh, charagma, and that's what you're going to use to buy and sell. Okay? So that's the time we're in, man. Okay? And all these different groups, you're all going to find out that GMS has been right. Right? You're going to find out that GMS has always been right when it comes to these scriptures and the prophecies. Right? Revelation 13:16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's what we're seeing. They're already requiring you to get digital IDs and verification. And hey, if you want your food stamps, if you want to use government services, and now in Australia, you know, when these businesses go to file their taxes and set everything up, they gotta have these passkeys. Next is going to be, you gotta have the implant, right? Or you gotta be registered in their digital system. Okay, so they're going to cause individual people, small and great, rich and poor. I did a video about the poor yesterday. Right, those in poverty over there in the UK, they are now going to be offered digital ID access. You know, as citizens. Okay, free and bond, prisoners, those in the free world, right, to receive, and you're going to receive it by them deceiving you. Right, it says in their right hand or in their foreheads. Neuralink, for example, Synchron, for example. Oh, I did the video with Apple, right? Apple and the Synchron being connected together. The Apple Pro, you know, the headset, all that's going to be connected together like the Neuralink, okay? It says in that no man might buy or sell. You can't have a business. You can't buy anything, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So there you go. Right? Now what's the consequence for taking it? Let's get Revelation 14, and I'll get straight to the point. Revelation 14:10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the heavenly Father, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. That's the nuclear missiles, the destruction that will come once the MOTB is implemented, right? The destruction goes hand in hand in succession once the mark is introduced. Let me show you. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, right? The angels, the so-called UFOs, the chariots, and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahushua, the deliverer. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. That destruction of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, is going to be seen all over. And it's going to burn in smoke for a long time. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth, what? The mark of his name. That's the implant, the charagma, the biometric implant. If you take it, you're going to be destroyed. Right? Here is the patience of the saints. Who are the saints? Read the book of Psalms. Right? The saints are the Israelites. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Heavenly Father. Right? We are to keep the commandments to the best of our ability, and the faith of Yahushua. Not Jesus, Yahushua. So that's the time that we are in. Okay? This prophecy of the MOTB soon to be fulfilled. And all this digital ID talk and biometric fingerprint scanners and wearables and all of that, requirement at your job and requirement to, for taxes and requirement for your license and all that is leading up to the fulfillment of Bible prophecy. So with that, I'll say shalom.